How on earth do you do an intro for this kind of thing? What is good, guys, and welcome to today's video. I am so pumped because we're here doing a couples Q&A. We got Susan. It's gonna be a great video. So all jokes aside, obviously today we're doing a couples Q&A video for you guys, and quite frankly, I'm actually super pumped that we're doing this because out of everything that you guys DM me on Instagram and stuff, it's always like, hey, when are you guys doing a couples Q&A? How did you guys meet? Like all of this stuff, even when we're live streaming, they're always like asking us questions, wanting us to do this kind of video. So here we are doing this video, and if you aren't following me on Instagram, you're missing out, because that's how you guys were able to ask questions for this. So on my story, I asked you, and you guys pretty much sent us thousands. So we're gonna go through and answer as many as we can in the short time that we have. But I do have an important question. What happened to Susan? She was chilling there before.
Oh, she was being a bit naughty.
Ooh.
So I put her in a different room.
That's
being punished in there.
That's not where I thought that was going. Alrighty. First question, I think, is from someone called Trim_Huz, H-A-U-S. Who's the boss? Clearly it's me. I mean, I'm the guy who's the tallest. I'm also the guy, so I have the balls. I don't know. I think any married guy out there knows that really, you know, happy wife, happy life, as they would say. So yeah, at the end of the day, I think May's probably more so the boss. But obviously, like, you share it, you know what I mean? Like, it's...
I mean, I think you can say I am the boss because I think I'm more good with, like, organizing stuff for you, scheduling and stuff. So, like, sure. I'm always the one, like, calling him, like, hey, did you do this? Did you do that? And, like, you know.
For sure.
Kind of like that, so.
Yeah.
In that sense, yes.
Definitely. All right, do you want to grab the next one, May? Okay.
SR20 or RX-8s for waifu? Jakoe asked.
So Jakoee was the guy who asked this question, and he asked SR20 RX-8 for the waifu. It wasn't SR20 or RX-8.
Oh.
Would you like an engine or a car? Just an engine or a car? Sorry, I'm making fun of you now. I don't know, May, is that the car that you want? What's the very first car that you want after you get your license? You don't even know, do you?
I don't. Because I told you I want to, like, clothes for me.
Yeah, see, we got a real big problem here now. She wants to, yeah, she doesn't know what car she wants first. You're going to have to pick something. Might as well be a 180 SX, right? First. And then you can get your RX-8 later.
Yada.
Yeah, see?
180 wa yada.
Alright, so that's a question yet to be answered, obviously, lads. So, Billy HSUU asked, who's the strongest of you guys? Decide with arm wrestling. Can we do it right here? Can you move that keyboard aside? No, my hand's here. Where's your arm? Why'd you lift your elbow off the table, mate?
You pulled it off it!
I think that was obvious.
_beatflowerhead asked, is it ever annoying for you or May that May doesn't have her license?
For me, definitely sometimes, like, for instance, because we have two cars, right? If the Skyline's at Yashio Factory getting work done or something, and I want to go and take both cars home with us, I can't just, like, put May in the passenger seat, drive to Yashio Factory, she drives the Skyline back, I drive the Sylvia back, you know, and other instances like that where we need to move both cars and stuff, as well as, like, if I need her to, like, you know, pick me up or drop me off somewhere. Well, for instance, here's a perfect example. It's raining and May can't walk to the store. She'll be like, hey Sam, can you drive me there? And I'm like, oh my god, I want to play Call of Duty. But no, obviously Call of Duty is not more important than my wife. But like, there have been instances where like it's just been raining and I was like all cozy and warm and didn't want to leave the house, but we had to because May needed to go to the shops and stuff. What about you though? Like, from your perspective, not having your license, has it affected you? Is it annoying that you don't even have it?
Yeah, now I understand like the importance of it, and especially like in the morning when we need to go to work and stuff. And now I understand why people want to go drive. Like you just like conserve, you know, more energy for the day. And
also it gives you like your personal bubble, right? You can just be like chilling in your car even though you're stuck in traffic with music. You don't have like 1,000 people pushed up against you and you're not smelling people's like breakfast and seriously, like there are literally salarymen in Japan hardly shower, or they don't wash their suit until the end of the week. So they just spray like Febreze on it, but it just stinks like sweat and tobacco, and they're all pushed against you. It's gross.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. Yeah. But are you gonna get your license soon? This year's like, it's like one of her like New Year resolutions to get her license.
I never write.
You don't need to write it. You just said this year you're gonna get your license.
Yeah, okay, yes. I'm thinking about it, so yes.
Oh, now you're thinking about it. Okay, you're getting your license. I'm putting my foot down, yo. All right, my turn to read a question. What is the most annoying thing about the other? You can go first.
Me?
Yeah, what's the most annoying thing about me?
You take your socks off and then you don't put it in the basket.
Yeah, that's true. Whenever like I'm like, oh, my socks are on and I want to take them off, I just take them off and put them there. And I think in my head, I'll grab them when I get up and walk past the basket and I'll put it in the laundry.
Never.
But I always get distracted and forget.
No.
I'm trying to think of something.
It might be that thing that I do in the car.
What thing do you... Oh my gosh. She doesn't even have her license, right? Yet she thinks it's her entire job to tell me, like, oh, watch out for that person on the side of the street that's like 3 streets over. Like, you're going to hit them. And I'm like, I'm not even like close to them. Or you're like, hey, Sam, the light's gone red. She's like the worst backseat driver ever. And she doesn't even have her license, doesn't understand the road rules.
Yeah, but I explained to you, I'm those kind of people where I need to say it out loud so that I don't stress about it.
Yeah, so she's just got anxiety, that's all. No, yeah, she's like the worst backseat driver. And forever, right? Because she'd never really been around people that drove, like, with her. Like, with you in the passenger seat. I'd be, like, teasing her or something while we're driving somewhere. And then she'd just go and punch me. And then the car would be like... She didn't understand that you can't, like, hit the driver. I mean, obviously, like, we're just mucking around and stuff. But she yeah, it was like... I'm like, you can't do that! We nearly had an accident. Do you remember that time?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
It's been erased off my memory for good reasons.
Oh boy. All right, here's a good one. How about you read this one out?
Okay.
Oh well, you can just click on it like that. There you go.
Jake Silvestro asks, ever thought about moving back to Australia or spending the rest of your life in Japan?
Well, have you thought about going to Australia?
No.
Have I thought about going back to Australia to live? No. So that was an easy question. All right. Okay. I think this is a good one. J.J. asked, baby when? ?
Well, we already have 2 babies, right?
Oh, good answer. Yeah, we're looking at getting probably another 4 babies this year. And when we say babies, we mean cars. But if you're talking about like human being baby, I don't know.
I don't think this.
Balls in her park there.
No.
Let's be honest. It doesn't. I mean, like.
I think. It's your 4th year, right, in Japan? Yeah. So obviously, like, you know, it's your first time moving to a country outside of your first like born country, right? So I think it took a while for us to kind of settle down and like, you know, find our place and stuff. So I think in my mind, I'm thinking like, you know, we should enjoy more of our like just 2 of us.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think like it's pretty normal, I think, for especially like young people when they get married. It's pretty standard, like 5 years normally before people normally have kids and stuff like that, because you want to enjoy the time with each other. Not saying that obviously we're not going to enjoy the time with each other if we had a child. If we had a child like tomorrow, it's fine. You know, we're all good. But it's just like planning for that and when to have it and the timing. It's just like, you know what, I'm pretty happy where things are right now. But yeah, we do plan on having kids, just not right at this moment. Yeah. If you guys don't know, I just turned 30 in November, and May literally turns 30 this weekend during Auto Salon. So yeah, actually on the Saturday, the same day that the Yashio factory party's happening.
Yeah.
So
Are
it's
you
going to be
planning
pretty fun.
something for me?
I mean, now I might because you reminded me, but no. Happy wife, happy life. All right.
So Caden_Lucas asked, Ford or Holden?
Ooh, that's a good question. May, you're not Australian, but I think I've trained you well. All right, so on the count of 3, we need to answer this. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Neither. Oh, neither. Same thing. But yeah, there you go. We would probably both prefer some 90s cool Japanese car, right? Cool. So this isn't a question for both of us. It's more directed to me, but I really want to answer it because this is like the number one question that everyone always asks on anything. And it's, how did you get the scar above your eye? And it's Tyler_Han asked that. And a lot of you guys probably... Wait, is it my left eye? I can't even remember right now because I'm confused with the flip of the camera. But so I have a scar that comes down through here, up into the crease of my eyelid, and then up through here. Some people think like I have this shave in my eyebrow, but it's actually a scar. So it's actually the shape of roofing, like corrugated iron, and how it's this wavy that it literally pressed into here and just missed like killing my eye and everything. When I was 3.5 years old, I climbed up onto a shed roof and fell off forward. And yeah, like my head hit the edge of the corrugated iron and kind of indented into my face. At the same time, I sliced and like filleted my leg like along the bone. So yeah, you know, like a fish, how you run the thing? Yeah. Anyways, I did that to my leg, and yeah, I was in the hospital then for a numerous amount of weeks, and good times, 3.5 years old, and yeah.
So Nikak_S says, does May ever complain because of your interest in cars?
If I was honest, probably not. Like, sometimes she'll kind of be like, do you think you should be doing that, or is that okay? But it's never like, oh my god, I hate you. Like, why are you always giving so much attention to your S15? You know, like, it's nothing like that. And definitely, like, out of every other relationship I've seen out there, she's probably the most supportive wife that like ever when it comes to automotive stuff, because like you never knew anything about cars when I first met you, and you literally kind of signed up for something that I don't think you really understood at the time. But now, what do you have to say? Like, you enjoying it?
Well, I mean, like, it's become part of my life, even though I don't drive. But I think it just comes down to, like, you know, I think I enjoy you watching, like, enjoying to do this, you know, YouTube thing and learning drifting and stuff, and just watching you, like, going through that journey is what makes me happy.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter, like, if this was, like, you know, cars or a different thing. It's just, like...
Just seeing me happy?
Yeah, I guess so.
Damn, we need to, like, make an award for you right now that says, like, Wife of the Year Award. That's pretty sick. I'm, like, actually a bit emotional right now. You're amazing. Yeah, anyway, so a bunch of you guys have been asking this same question, so I'm not going to read out, like, an Instagram handle for this. But essentially, how did we meet? How many times have we answered this on stream? So we met at church here in Tokyo. I was visiting for just a weekend to go to a conference that your church had on. Plus, I was trying to figure out, because I'd already decided that I was moving to Japan at that point, and I was trying to figure out, like, job, where I was going to be staying, like, you know, housemates and stuff like that. And yeah, so it was like this huge weekend for me. And because of my work experience in Australia and the friends that I already had at May's church at the time, they wanted to introduce me to this person that just took on all the media and was in charge of all of that for their church. And they introduced me to May. And at that point, I was literally just like, sweet, I'm going to give her advice. There's going to be like a cool kind of like mentorship kind of relationship. We're just going to be friends and I get to talk nerdy with this chick. You know, like I had no anything else on my mind. I was completely oblivious to what may have been happening, because May's literally standing there looking up at me, because this is literally how she looks at me. And her mouth was open like, and there's like drool coming out.
There was no...
You're wearing the creepiest red beanie ever. Like, big creepy red beanie. She looked like an Oompa Loompa.
It wasn't a big one.
wasn't it? It felt like it was. Anyways, I'm
No.
pretty sure I burnt that and threw it in the bin later
Yes, you did
after we got
throw
married.
it. Yeah, first thing you did was to throw that in the bin.
I'm such the boss when it comes to that. No, I'm joking. But yeah, after that, like, we just stayed in contact on Skype. We kept talking lots, and at some point, what happened? Like, I don't know. We just kind of clicked and developed this really close friendship that then just naturally turned into, hey, should we start dating?
Yeah, I think once, we started saying like, "Good morning."
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing though. Like, I didn't even realize we started doing that. It was so like, like previously, right? You see a girl, you like her, you're pretty much on it right away, right? Like, you want to ask her out, right? This instant, it was like, I met this person, we became really, really good friends, and our friendship just naturally evolved and surprised us one day with, oh, hey, there's actually something more happening here, and we didn't even know. And it just happened like that. Like, I'd never experienced anything like that before. It was literally insane.
Yeah, it was.
It was mind-blowing. In fact, our friends around us were like completely when it happened. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, there are two questions here that I kind of like. Both asked by the same person, Fedric_Broberg. Are you two living together? If not, are you going to be? Bruh. Like, if that wasn't a bruh moment, I don't know what is. Obviously, yeah, we live together. We're married. Watch some more of my videos, buddy. And then the second question he asked is, you two got any big future plans? If you do you want to share them?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am actually in that season right now of changing to a new phase. Changing my job. And the reason why is because I want to do more freelance filming and editing. Because I want to eventually I want my own company for filmmaking documentaries and stuff. So yeah, doing that. May's
really good at like the whole production side of things behind the camera. You probably like she's helped out a lot, obviously, with like Oka-chan's channel and his first video and stuff like that you guys saw the other day. Which, by the way, I was the one behind the camera filming that. So all you guys who were saying it can't be me because it wasn't shaky, I can film good footage. All right, I can. It just depends on the content and the video. I'm not hurt.
It's not personal. Don't take it personal.
If it's a vlog, it doesn't need to be on a Steadicam, boys. Sorry. All right.
What's your big plan?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I guess like aspire to just every day be better. You know what I mean? Like, the channel every day is growing, and like there really isn't like, I don't see an end to it. Like, I don't see like an end goal with it. I just want to keep going more and more and more and more and more.
Well, why don't you talk about your dream house that we want to get?
Oh, here in Japan? I want to buy what's called like an abandoned house. What's the word in Japanese again? I forgot. Akiya, that's right, yeah. So there are these houses in Japan that like through people who inherit them and don't want them, and they like, they renounce their inheritance because there's a huge tax debt attached to the property that they would inherit as well if they took on the inheritance of the house. So what happens is then the government claims it back, and then the house gets auctioned off to pay off the tax debt on the house. So you can get these houses in Japan that are normally pretty far out and in these nice areas and stuff. Actually, like not even that far from train stations sometimes too. But they're normally very, very cheap. And they're big land and like old-fashioned like Japanese houses with all the verandas and the sliding doors and stuff. So I want to get something like that, completely like renovate the entire house and restore it, because I like that old Japanese style of things. I'm gonna be forever bashing my head on things, but it is what it is. But then the land space, like, like because I'm from Australia, it's just so stupid to me that people pay like 300 grand for a house that's just upright, and your next door neighbor, like, I could literally open a window, stick my arm out, and I would be touching 3 houses. Like, it's so compact. Especially in Tokyo, Well, that's why we don't live in Tokyo right now. I want some space. I want to build a big garage, get some hoists in there and that kind of stuff. Be able to produce content in there. Just kind of like set up this really good area where friends can visit from overseas, and we can all hang, film rad content, build sick cars, and just have fun every day. Yeah. I mean, like, that's my goal with the house, like, and stuff. But yeah. YouTube channel wise, there's the moon. I'm shooting for it. Once we hit it, we'll just keep going to Mars. You know? Yeah. I think that wraps it up. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Definitely very different. You're not going to get a ton of these, probably. I mean, probably the next time we'll have to do this is at like 500k or something with a whole bunch of new subs and stuff like that. Yes, I'm thinking that far ahead. I'm insane. I know. But I hope you enjoyed. If there's any questions that you want to ask us, I guess hang out for the next live stream and you guys can ask us. We're always open to answering questions and stuff like that. But nonetheless, what?
Events this weekend.
Oh, yes. If you're in Japan for Tokyo Auto Salon, make sure on the Saturday night from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. you are coming to Yashio Factory for the New Year's party. It's going to be insane. Free barbecue, crazy discounts and everything. It's just 500 yen per person to pay for like all the food. And we have a shuttle bus, which is like a, a Velfire with all bride seats in there. And yeah, it's going to pick people up from Soka train station, the closest train station to Yashio Factory, and deliver you and drop you off like a shuttle bus. It's going to be sick. So anyways, see you guys all there. Yashio Factory, 7 p.m. on Saturday. And yeah. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to do the outro. Susan, do you want to do the outro for me? That would be great. Cool. Peace out, guys. Peace out, guys. Chamatane. Bye-bye.